Okay, we are back on Capitol tonight. Today, the State Senate had only one item on its agenda. That was S3885, and it was a bill that would increase the number of eligible and willing organ donors by requiring driver's license applicants to actively choose whether or not they are willing to donate. This bill was actually not controversial, and it sailed right through the Senate with a unanimous vote. And you can attribute that to the efforts of my next guests. Lauren Sheilds is a recipient of a heart transplant. The bill that passed today was actually named after her. And we are also joined by the sponsor of the bill, Senator David Carlucci. Thanks for your time tonight.
Thanks for having us.
Lauren, welcome to Capitol tonight.
Thank you.
And happy birthday.
Thank you.
I understand it is your 11.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, and you are, I like to call you the littlest lobbyist. No, seriously, you have been pushing for this bill, not just here, but you've been talking about organ transplants and organ donation for a long time, right?
Yes.
So do you want to tell the viewers your story?
Well, when I was actually around my 7th birthday, a virus attacked my heart, and it was cardiomyopathy. And I went into the hospital, and I was there for about 4 months, and they tried different medication to help my heart. And at the time, the doctor said that it worked, and I went home for about a month. And then I had to go back, and I was put on cardiac and respiratory life support for 15 days.
That's scary.
And then finally, my heart had come on March 18th, 2009.
Your new heart?
Yes.
Yes, okay. And that was because obviously someone decided to donate.
Mm-hmm.
But not a lot of people do, right, Senator? That's what's the problem here?
Yeah, unfortunately, in New York State, we lag far behind the national average in terms of people that enroll in the organ donor registry. And right now, we're about 11% of people that have a driver's license in New York. What happened is we found that about 97% of the people that enroll in the organ donor program do it through the Department of Motor Vehicles. And other states that have been successful, like Colorado, they have close to 65% of people with a driver's license enrolled in the organ donor program. What do? They simply ask the question, would you like to be an organ donor, yes or not at this time? So we believe by doing this common sense legislation, by making it a part of when people apply for or renew their driver's license, by asking that question, by taking a few seconds to internalize that question, we believe that we'll have a dramatic leap forward in the amount of people enrolled in the organ donor program and give the gift of life to more people like Lauren.
So it's not that you're we should be clear, right? It's not that you're forcing anybody to do something that they don't want to do. It's not that you're compelling them or encouraging them. You're simply asking them if they want to, right?
Yes.
So when you talked to lawmakers and reporters about this to convince them that this was a good idea, you know, it sometimes takes bills years to move in Albany. What did you say to people?
That, I mean, it's just really important that this bill gets passed to me, and that I'm just amazed that it's been moving this quickly. And obviously people care about this because I guess they've heard my story, and I just really don't want anyone going through what I had to go through in the hospital.
And you had to wait, right? I mean, if in fact there were more hearts available, perhaps you wouldn't have had to wait as long?
Yes. Actually, it was very good for me because I didn't have to wait that long. And I guess like my angel was watching over me so that I could live.
Right. But actually the wait can be quite long.
Absolutely. Right now in New York State, there's over 9,000 men, women, and children that are currently waiting for a life-saving organ transplant. And unfortunately, Lauren has the statistic about over the past week, you were saying it earlier, about people that unfortunately didn't make it. Do you remember that statistic?
Approximately, since I was there about a week ago, the averages say about 126 people died.
Because they had to wait too long before they were able to get an organ.
Yes.
This is actually something that we've been talking about in Albany for a while. Their former Assemblyman, Richard Brodsky, and he's from actually your area, if I'm not mistaken, has been talking about it. I think it's a little bit scary for people, maybe, this whole topic, and I think that they probably are very worried that is that what your experience is when
Right,
you talk
absolutely.
about
There's
it?
a lot of misconceptions, a lot of false information out there, and that's why the work that Lauren and her family has been doing about talking about the real hard facts, about what is the reality, what are some of the myths, and talking about her experience, about Lauren's experience is just so important because this is often something that we don't like to talk about. talking about what would happen if a loved one, if you were forced to make that decision. So it's something that obviously, you know, people would rather not talk about, but we feel that it's just something so important that by doing this simple change, by making this simple step, we make a dramatic leap forward and save people's lives. So I'm just thrilled that we were able to pass it through the Senate, and I'm so honored, and it's such a privilege that I be able to work with such a great partner in this. With Lauren talking about her story, she went and met with the majority leader of the Senate. She met with Shelley Silver, the Speaker of the House.
Whoa, wait,
Silver.
what was that like?
It definitely is like nervous at some points, but I feel like if I just like be myself, then I'm not nervous, and I just really speak what's from my heart.
I heard, right, and I heard actually that Senator Skelos joked that you might want to go into politics.
Well, I guess I'd think about that, but I think I've already made up my mind that I would love to be a cardiologist because they saved my life and I want to give back to others.
Yeah. Well, there are some, do we have doctors? We've got at least a dentist, I think. And I'm pretty sure Joel Miller is a dentist, and I know we have a pharmacist. So we have a lot of lawyers. It would be great to have a doctor, just in case anybody's not feeling so well in one of those late-night sessions.
That's right.
So in all seriousness, though, I mean, it is a significant thing that you have done. And tell us what's going on with the bill in terms of what's happening in the Assembly.
Well, right now it's got to go through the Transportation Committee in the Assembly, and we're hopeful that it will pass through there. The big thing is we want to advocate and ask for more Assembly people to sign on as co-sponsors. Right now, Assemblyman Felix Ortiz is the sponsor in the Assembly, and we've been working, the three of us, closely on this in advocating for this bill. Assemblyman Ortiz came up to Rockland County, and we did a press conference and talking about the pros of this legislation. But I think it's important that, you know, if there are questions that people have, that they can feel free to contact my office, and we can walk them through that, any concerns that they have, because this is just so important, and we don't want the the politics or the bureaucracy or the misinformation to get in the way of saving people's lives.
So you'll be back then to Albany to do a little more lobbying?
Yes, probably in probably close to May or before, hopefully.
Because we might have to get you registered. I'm just saying. We don't want you to fall afoul of any laws. I want to thank you very much for coming in and joining us. It's great to see you, Lauren, and good luck with your bill. And
Thank
Senator
you.
Carlucci, thanks. And also, if there is anywhere that people can access this information online on your website.
Yeah, I've got an easy website. It's senatorcarlucci.com. Real simple, senatorcarlucci.com. We have a ton of information there. We have a great video that we put together about Lauren, and it interviews her parents and their experiences, what they went through. And it's a great video. It's on YouTube. It's on our website, and we've got thousands of people that have seen it already. And when they hear Lauren's story and they see her, and I think they think about it and they say, yeah, that's something I want to do.
So you're 11, right?
Yes.
11
just
today.
Oh, just today. So, let's see, 21 maybe? I don't know. Who's the youngest senator ever? You were this year.
Well, I know Franklin Delano Roosevelt was 28 when he was elected in 1910.
President. Maybe you should just bypass Albany altogether. I'm just saying. I want to thank you very much for being here, Lauren.
Okay,
Thanks a lot,
thank you.
Senator. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.